Hello, students. Today I'm going to work with you on a specific question in your Alex Homework 30, where you are asked to type into Desmos a function by ordered pairs and then determine whether it's linear, quadratic, or exponential. We've not done that in this class before, so I wanted to show you on Desmos how you would do that. So I'm going to take this first function, which has the ordered pairs that you see on your screen, and I'm going to use Desmos and type those in so that we can look at what type of function it is. So looking now at the graphing calculator, this is the part that's new that we've not done before. Since you don't have an equation, we can't type that one into here. So instead, we're going to go to this plus sign and go to the table. So it's the plus sign, then the table. We're going to type in the x values. Now, the first one that I had, the x values were 3. I'm going to do all the x's first. 4, 5, 6, and 7. And then my y values that went with those were 2, 9, 18, 29, and 42. So we're going to take a look at what those would graph like. Now, as you see, we can only see one of those points right here, and yet I clearly have more than that. So if you hit this magnifying glass where it says zoom fit, then you can see all of the ordered pairs. Now, when you first look at this, it might look like all these points line up in a line. But if I were to try to draw a line on here, then I think you would see that we get just a bit of a curve. It's not really a line. A line would not have this curving that is going on right here. And so, and the other thing would be is that if it was a line, these would be going up by consistently the same thing. So this is going up by 7. So this should go up by 7, and it does not. So what we might have is a different type of graph. And so I can go back to Alex now, and I know that I do not have a line. If I think it might be exponential, then these numbers would have to be growing much more quickly than what they are. As you can see, this function, the numbers are much bigger. And so I believe that what I have here would be a quadratic. Okay, let's take a look at your second one. So on the second one, my x's are the 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And my y values, as you can see, look like this. So we'll go back to the Desmos calculator. I'm going to erase what I have and get my regular pen back. All right, so I'm going to click on this. Remember, we do the plus sign. We go to the table. I'm going to enter in my x values. So I had 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And my y values, 28, 13, 4, 1, and 4. Now this one, it turned out I can see them right away, or I can do this zoom fit again. It gives me just a little bit better look. This one definitely bounces down and then comes back up. And so that is in the shape of a quadratic. But I did want you to see what I was drawing that last time, let me turn off that focus and get back to the mouse. What I was drawing that last time was something like this part of the graph. And so on that part of the graph, you start to see that it's curving, but then this one definitely curves back up. And so that look is a quadratic. We'll go back to our Alex and select quadratic again. And then our last one, the x values are from 5 to 9, and then our y values 144, 72, 36, 18, and 9. So we can take a look at what those will graph to be. So let's find that Desmos calculator. We'll clear and get back to my regular mouse. Clear this. Turn this focus off. All right. I'll do the plus sign, add the table, and do my x values 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then my y values, which were 144, 72, 36, 18, and 9. And so you see that we had much higher values. If I do the zoom fit, you definitely see that we have a curve starting here. Whoops, let me erase that. Starting here and curving, and that is starting to follow this horizontal axis. I'm also noticing that these are not going down out arithmetically, but rather they're being divided. This is divided by 2, this is divided by 2, and so on. And that is an exponential process. So I would choose on my Alex form here, exponential. So really the only one that I'm not sure about is number 1. And I know it's not a line. It might be a quadratic or an exponential, or it might be none of the above. That one was the hardest one to tell from our given information. So let's check it. We'll see what happens. And we did get it correct. So it's possible that you could have more than one that's quadratic. And it's possible that you could have more than one that's any of the 3. So a tricky one would be one like the first one. If you miss it, you've chosen exponential, go back and try quadratic. It may just be that you're not seeing enough of the graph. So hopefully that helps you with problem number 10. And if you have any other questions, please be sure to let us know. You can always look back at your notes.